Director Lohman,
Yes.
Legislator Carter,
Present.
Director, is Director Boyd here?
Director Boyd will not be here tonight.
Okay, so Director Boyd is not present.
Moving right along to President's statement, we have the honor of having Supervisor-elect Ray Mueller with us to swear in our two incumbents and our new board member, Bill Sofke. We are very honored to have Supervisor-elect here and look forward to working with him and his staff in the future 4 years. Oral comments. Bill, you had a comment?
If now is the time to mention that there is going to be Christmas caroling starting at 6:30 at the Ocean View Cafe next Saturday. So the 17th, there's a Montara Christmas caroling thing. And other than that, it doesn't have anything to do with the Water District.
No, but these are points of community interest.
Yes.
Rick Lohman.
No.
Greg Diegas.
Yeah, I wanted to remind everybody that today is the anniversary of the sewer overflow at Sam, which nearly flooded the electrical building. And I'm asking if MWSD has made any progress in identifying and repairing the source of the 12 million gallons a day, which did not come from the IPS, and or progress obtaining the analysis of the Half Moon Bay engineer for peer review. Said engineer's report purportedly says Half Moon Bay could not have been the cause of more than 7 million gallons a day, leaving 5 million gallons a day unexplained. My request of the board, expecting an answer to this question, is to make this an item of old business either at MWSD and or SAM until it's revised and somebody does something before we have another more serious overflow. Thank you.
Clemens.
Yeah, I can briefly comment to this. Thanks for bringing this up, Greg. I actually was able to ask for this document that was mentioned, I think, at the last board meeting here. I was able to ask for that in the managers meeting at the Sewer Authority Mid-Coast side. And the city engineer was essentially saying, yeah, that should be doable, and is looking for the document. So I would suggest that we wait, at least I would like to wait for this document before, this is made an agenda item. So I want to give our partners a chance to, respond to the request for the document.
All right, just point of information, said document was produced last April.
Well, that will help us find it.
Then it should be available and we can get it.
Clemens, your microphone is not correctly reflecting your voice.
Is that me?
No, Clemens.
No,
It's
Clemens is underwater.
Is this better now?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
Okay, I know what to do then. Thanks, guys. All right.
Okay. I see no other hands raised for oral comments. I want to rearrange the agenda a little bit, so I will do this unless there are objections. I would like to move item 2 of the new business review and possible action concerning the administration of the oath of office to the newly appointed board members and reappointed board members. And I would like to take that before the public hearing so we can have all our board members present vote on it. Do I hear any objections? I see none. Moving right along, then we will go to having Supervisor-elect Ray Mueller, whose handsome picture is there on your screen, swear in our new and re-elected board members. We're going to start with Peter Decker, move on to Bill Softke, and then finish with Rick Lohman. And so it's kind of a sandwich of two experienced board members and the new guy. How do we go about doing this? Clemens, Christine, any ideas?
Yeah, I mean, we are at this agenda item. The staff recommendation is to authorize the San Mateo County Supervisor Ray Miller to administer the oath of office to the above named elected officials. And if the board agrees, then this should be the action that's taken, and Mr. Mueller should administer the oath of office to the new board members. Thank you.
Okay, so do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Bill. Do we have a second? Rick? Rick, are you seconding?
Yeah,
My speaker is speaker is bad on this computer, so I'm assuming that's a yes. Thank you. So roll call vote, please.
Okay, Director Decker,
Aye.
Director Loman,
aye.
Director Slater Carter,
Yes. So motion carries. Let's start with the swearing in for Director Peter Decker then.
Okay,
We've never done this by Zoom, Ray, so
Well, this is the
this
first.
is new for all of us.
well, I am very honored to be here with you all and to administer the oaths. So I will just go ahead and proceed. Mr. Decker, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I
I,
state your name.
Peter Decker,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
And then the office is Director of the Board of the Montara Water and Sanitary District.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Peter.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay, Peter. And now
Yay.
Bill Softke.
Okay, Mr. Softke, you ready?
You're on mute, Bill.
Yes, I'm ready.
Great, here we go. I state your name,
I, Bill Softke,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or
without
purpose,
any without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so our last oath to administer is for Mr. Rick Lohman.
Yes.
Rick, I'm honored to provide you with this oath of office tonight. If you could go ahead and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Rick Lohman,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I will faithfully defend
it's okay
Uh,
that I will
Mr. Muller, why
support-
don't you just read the entire thing so that Mr. Lohman can affirm all of it?
Oh, that sounds great.
Thank
So
you.
I'll read the entire thing and then you can affirm it.
Okay.
I, Rick Lohman, do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter. Mr. Lohman, do you swear and affirm this?
Yes.
Congratulations, sir.
All right. Congratulations to the new board members. Thank you,
Yay
Mr. Muller.
Okay.
and welcome. Yes, Ray, thank you so much for coming to us on a 49ers game night.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
That-
If you heard anything in the background, that's not the crowd at the 49er game. That's the ocean waves. So, it's
Thank you. I
wonderful to
hope
be with all of you.
I hope to meet you when we reprise this in real life sometime.
I look forward to that. I look forward to working with all of you. Congratulations and thank you for your good work.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
So moving on to the next item. Which is, I have put myself on speakerphone. I'm hoping this will all work. So because the sound on my computer is funky. We've only got like 4 gigabytes per second on our Wi-Fi, and that's so
We can
it's
hear
all
you.
slow and junky. Okay, good. Well, let's move on then to the public hearing of review and possible action concerning master fee schedule.
Yeah, thank you, Catherine. So we just adopted a new Prop 218 limit. That's essentially the rates for the solid waste fees. So it's a new solid waste removal fees for the district. That was done at the December 1 board meeting. And these new rates now need to be established in the master fee schedule so that we can start implementing the rates on January 1st. Every year we're going through a process with Recology where we essentially assess the rates for the next January 1st, so every the next calendar year, and that's done in accordance with an agreed upon formula. And this year, the rate increase that will be effective on the 1st of 2023 is going to be a 5.61% rate increase. Means that the standard gray 32-gallon can container, the service will increase from currently $36.22 to $38.25. So the recommendation here is to open the public hearing, consider relevant public testimony, and then close the public hearing, and then adopt the ordinance of the Montara Water and Sanitary District restating and amending the master fee schedule. Thanks.
Okay, do we have, we had the public hearing for protests. Have we received any other public protests? Just checking.
No, we would receive comments. There's no protest.
Okay,
this-
we haven't received any comments. I don't see any hands up. Do we have questions from the board? So quiet. All right, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Peter. And our second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Bill. Roll call, please.
Okay. Director Decker,
Aye.
Director Loman,
Aye.
Director Softy,
Aye.
Director Slater Carter.
Yes. Motion carries. That's good. We have no consent agenda, no old business. We have 2 remaining items under new business. The first is review and possible action concerning the certification of the results of the November 8, 2022 general election results.
Thanks, Catherine. So we received the certifications for the 3 new board members from San Mateo County. They didn't make it in time for to get into this board packet, but I sent them out to the full board. If anyone is interested in seeing those documents and hasn't received them, please let me know. They are available. And also they are available for the 3 board members, for the 3 new board members to pick up. There is a document that a county document that certifies your appointment tonight. So the this year we did not, or in this election was non-contested. So we had the number of nominees did not exceed the number of offices that needed to be filled. That means all board members are appointed tonight. And so the recommendation is to adopt the resolution declaring the results of district election held on November 3rd. Oh, that's not true. November 8, 2022. Sorry.
Thank you. I think we'll need to correct that in the minutes as well.
Yeah.
So do we have a motion, a discussion or a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Peter, second?
Second.
Thank you, Rick. Roll call vote, please.
Okay. Director Decker,
Aye.
Director Loman,
Aye.
Director Softy,
Yes.
Director Slater Carter.
Excitedly, yes. Good. Now we're moving back to, whoops. Hello, get to my agenda. Item 2 we have already done, and the third item is for the Water Association Award of Excellence. Clemens.
Yep. Thanks, Catherine. So it's the Association of California Water Agencies, and their subject section there, the Joint Powers Authority. So it's the Aqua JPIA, is essentially the workers' comp insurance provider for the district. And we did actually have a different insurance before, and we had actually a number of accidents some years back that resulted in actually quite a higher payment than before on the workers' comp. So we switched insurances actually to Aqua JPIA, and they've been working with us very closely in reducing the number of injuries. We didn't have a single one in this time frame, and therefore received the President's Special Recognition Award. So since 7 years, we've been on a good streak, and we hope we stay as safe as in the past 7 years going forward. Yeah, so this item is for board information only. Thanks.
Well, congratulations to management and staff for doing a great job. That's a credit to everyone who works here. Thank you. Moving right along then to reports, and I'm going to, because it's a 49ers game, people want to move along quickly. I'm going to suggest that given this is kind of a dead time of year, unless there is a urgent report that needs to be made, if you have one, raise your hand and I'll call you in the order of the reports. Thank you, Greg. Sewer Authority is going well. Mid-Coast Council.
I'm sorry to burden you with this, but I feel it's important that I bring these issues up tonight. They will probably come up again. The MCC has approved a sense of the council, which is going to result in an appeal of the Brown Act requirement for in-person attendance. We'll be writing a letter citing several potential bases for exceptions for the MCC, which would allow board members to not attend in person. One is immunocompromised family members. The second is that we're only an advisory body. Third is that we're unpaid. Supervisor Mueller has asked us for a letter, and I expect that we will end up writing every elected official from Governor Newsom on down. We're going to see what Ray can do for us. Secondly, and I don't mean to steal Ray's thunder, but we met with him a few weeks ago, and I expect him to announce CRISP, Coastside Resilient Infrastructure Strategic Plan. And I am going to nominate priority infrastructure projects for him to work on. There, of course, is a lot of money out there. And I want to mention this to MWSD so you can flag, and maybe we can piggyback on your ideas. Some of ours include the Lantos Tunnel, clearing the trees that might prevent evacuation on the north side of the tunnel, excessive stormwater overflows, which result from decades of county permitted construction in the mid-coast. And then finally, my favorite, obtaining the Martini Creek bypass for MWSD and possibly funding whatever needs to be done to mitigate wildfire. I don't know if you guys want parks powers or what could be done, but that seems to me 3 things on the list. Moving right along, you can get back to me separately with your suggestions. I wondered if what we just heard last night, if MWSD is aware that Half Moon Bay is evaluating a safe parking program. And it's fuzzy because I've seen nothing in writing and we were not involved to date in the planning. But apparently the plan is to allow people to park their cars and RVs at the airport, people who live in those cars and RVs, for access to services. I have no definition of services, but I can imagine them including water and sewer, which, if I understand the service areas properly, could involve GCSD and MWSD. We just this morning wrote Half Moon Bay today asking to be involved in the planning. And I suggested MWSD might want to consider involvement in this kind of encampment planning as well. Third point, the Cypress Point development is moving forward. The environmental impact report was discussed at the Planning Commission. I spoke and emailed them and wrote an article in the Buzz today. I would note that one issue that's coming up is stormwater. And they're going to be an issue with connection fees, in my opinion. You may remember my prior estimates that for Montara Water and Sanitary District in 2019 dollars, the combined connection fees should be $130,000 if they were a pro rata share of the district's asset foundation. I hope we'll discuss this in detail because those costs have presumably risen another 30% in the last 3 years. Quarry Park, They proposed a new master plan, Parks did. There's been some controversy over it, especially a new fire road. The public has concerns about wildfire and excessive stormwater runoff in El Granada. That's another potential infrastructure project. And I'm just wondering if removing the fuel in the trees has exacerbated the runoff, which is something to think about if you got the Martini Creek bypass. And then finally, MCC has new officers, and we'll be having at least one retreat in January to identify mid-coast priorities, such as the CRISP program I mentioned above. I welcome public input from MWSD and any residents viewing this. Regarding what MCC priorities should be in 2022, we are short 2 members, and we welcome applicants to be appointed for both 2- and 4-year terms to replace our departing members. I know it's a 49ers game, but I felt I had to mention some of those issues. Thank you.
Greg, those are very important issues. I think Clemens and Scott and I should work on a letter immediately to Half Moon Bay on this. I think they are totally out of their league, off their field, and have no authority to consider putting homeless parking on the airport in our district.
They are claiming they're working with the county on it, and we just heard about it yesterday.
They're giving away public resources. It's a gift
Yeah,
of public
okay.
resource. So we need to, Christine, maybe we can start working on that. That's critical. Rick, I'm assuming, given the time of year, there's no CSDA nor LAFCO report.
No,
Okay, attorney's report.
No.
Good. Director's reports. General manager's report.
No report today.
Future agendas, we've got discussion on transition into to in-person meetings and election of officers, and certainly the Half Moon Bay invasion of our turf and our airport and our district. And that said, we have no closed session, so let's adjourn the meeting, and it's not even 8 o'clock. Yay, Peter.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Happy
Wow.
holidays.
That was impressive. Are all the meetings this short?
No.